everyone! Alyssa Reynolds here. It has been a bit of a while, but wow, what an end of the summer and start of September it has been. I was off up island on holiday with Kristin, Davies and Ashley Cunningham, and then I was teaching in the Mediumship for Beginners online course, which was absolutely amazing. And thank you again to all the wonderful students who may be watching this, who are in it, because all of you, your loving, high vibrational, just beautiful energy, that's what makes the course so amazing. So thank you to all of you who took part in the course. So today I am connecting with a being who I met for the very first time a couple weeks ago when Kristin, Davies, Ashley Cunningham and I were up island. We were up island and we had stopped off at this provincial park, the Macmillan Provincial Park, and this particular area in it known as Cathedral Grove, named so because it's got quite a high density of old growth forest. Now, all the way across the west coast, over on the mainland and on the island here, there are old growth trees everywhere. Even right here, kind of in the city proper, you can run across just ancient trees. But this area just has a high density of them, and as a result, it makes it probably the most high vibrational forest that I have ever been in. And I've been going to it ever since I was quite little, and my family would go up island for holidays. Well, we'd come from the mainland and come to the island and go up there, but we'd always stop off at the Cathedral Grove. And even though it's very different from how it was 10 years ago when I was last there, it has so much life and so much joy and just breathing in the air. Even if you don't stop and you're just driving past on the highway, pull down your windows because the air is alive. It is just that revitalizing. So anyway, there we were walking through it, connecting with the trees' energies and just soaking up the general energy of the forest itself. And we were about to leave when all three of us felt an energy had come into our space. With some questioning, we discovered that this energy wanted to be known as a tree spirit. And he had stepped forward to us because he had noticed we were open and had a message that he wished to relay to as many as would hear it through us. And so that brings us to today. And I'm really excited, just as excited as you, to find out just what it is that this tree spirit wanted to relay. Or wants to relay, rather. So, I've called him in, and I always like telling people how I feel energies as they come in, and this particular energy is really unique because it comes in like Gaia, or at least how I feel Gaia, where his energies come up from the ground and I'm feeling it just going all the way up through the center of my body, but then really focusing on my heart chakra. And his energy feels very much like a tree, and yet more fluid. There's more movement to his energy than there is a tree. He's just laughing at me. So I'm explaining how I'm sensing his energy. And I've just asked him if he could make his form more clearer, because when we first connected with him all those weeks ago, and then even now, it is very fluid. It's almost this, just a lot of different shades of greens and browns. And he's saying now, you may imagine me as, you may see me as a tree that moves. A tree that moves. And you know, first thing that comes to mind when I think of a tree that moves is an ent, but it's very different from an ent. An ent's from Lord of the Rings, by the way. One of the tree beings from Lord of the Rings. This tree spirit is so much more fluid. Almost just pure energy of living forest that has almost no beginning or end to him. He's chuckling again and he says, I have no beginning or end because I am all and one. I am of the forest and the forest is me. And he's saying now, he would like to address all of you. And he says thank you for feeling his energy, for connecting with him through this venue of video. For energy is everywhere and we are all connected, he says. And I wish to spread a message of this connection and remind all of you that we are all connected. Even if you do not know all that is out there, you do not have to. Just know that you are connected with each and every being, with all energy. My message also is one filled with joy for being able to connect with all of you, for I have seen many of you over what you would call many years through the forests that I frequent, the forests that I watch over, for that is what I do. I am a guardian, a protector, a steward, a shepherd of the forest. You may give me many different names, but through all of them, I watch over the forest. And in watching over the forest and seeing many of you pass beneath the trees and past the bushes and those of the animal kingdom that live within, I have seen much change. And I wish to remind all of you that change is always a good thing. Even if it comes in the form of windstorms and fires. These, when directed by nature, when directed by Gaia, are to allow for growth, to allow for new beginnings that have never yet been before and now can be. I am filled with joy to step forward now, for light is anchored upon Gaia's back, and more anchors with each passing day, and with each day a new beginning opens further and further. And to all of you, I wish for you to know that in everything I have witnessed on my time upon Gaia's back, I have seen what the human collective has done upon her back. I have seen what you call the tragedies, especially of the forests. But know that those are coming from a time and a frequency that did just what it could do, for it had that frequency, and there was no other reality for that time, for that frequency. And to know that I do not judge you. I do not point my finger at you for those tragedies, for those were just what the frequency was. And that is change. For now, as the frequency rises and rises yet more, many of you, as you rise with it, are stepping forward, are spreading the word, are becoming guardians, protectors, shepherds, stewards of the forests in your own ways. Focus upon that. Focus upon what you are doing in each moment to be a protector of Gaia. You are a child of Gaia. In this incarnation, as a human upon her back, you are one of her children. And you can show her love by showing yourself love first. Do not judge yourself for what has occurred in the time known as the past, or what has occurred even in the time of now. Look only to your actions, to your thoughts, and turn your actions and your thoughts to growth. Turn them to growth. Seek out ways to allow new things to grow. These may be planting trees, creating gardens, sending money to those who can plant trees or will plant trees. And it can be as simple as thanking Gaia every day, of showing her your love, of greeting the trees in your neighborhood and showing them your love. That will begin to open the horizon for more growth. How will you be a child of Gaia? How will you be a lover of Gaia? How will you be her guardian? Turn to yourself, look to yourself, and what your thoughts and actions say are who you are in all manifestations. Thank you, he says. It is a pleasure to have had this moment to speak through this dear one to all of you. I'm getting washed over with love from him. Aw. Thank you. Wow. Well, with that, I wish all of you so much love and blessings from myself. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.